Alright, so in this video we're going to discuss how we differentiate a linear term. And remember that a linear term, we have that the highest power on the variable is equal to 1. So that's how we know that it's linear, is if we have x to the first or y to the first, we have the highest power of 1. Alright, so when we are differentiating y is equal to 3x, what we notice here is that the 3 is a constant coefficient, so we can carry the 3 along. And then this x to the first, that has the structure of the power rule, where we have x to a number in the numerator. So if we just blindly applied the power rule, we would bring down the 1. So we would have times 1x, and then we would subtract 1 from the exponent. So 1 minus 1 would give us 0. So we would have 3x to the 0 power. Now, this is a very important fact that you need to know. And that is, if you have x to the 0 or any base to the 0 and the base is non-zero, then that is going to be equal to 1. So this x to the 0 becomes 1 and then times 3. So we have that y prime is equal to 3. Now, if you look at y prime is equal to 3, you guys, like, this is overkill work because this 3 is also the coefficient that we had for the 3x. Now, you'll notice that this does not hold true when it's not linear, because over here, like if I have x squared, it's not just the coefficient of 3 that we get. So specifically, when you have a linear term, the derivative will be equal to the coefficient that is on that linear term. And it's very helpful to memorize this, that the derivative of the linear term is equal to the coefficient. Remember, linear means that the power is 1. So, for example, if you look at this 2x over 5 function, this is a linear function because you have x to the first. So when we take the derivative, because it is linear, the derivative will just be equal to the coefficient. So our y prime, the coefficient, will be 2 over 5, and that is our y prime. So that's our next big rule here, is that anytime we have the derivative of a linear term, we are going to want to use the coefficient for the derivative. So it's just the coefficient, and you know it's linear if the power is 1.